Honorable is the man who does good for all and himself. He knows no bounds of his altruism and duty to his fellow man. He does good purely for the sake of it. Amazing how the squirrel makes noise. It is regarded as pestering or annoyance, but when the sounds of birds are made, it is regarded as song and beauty. Both animals are sounding the same voice, yet their appearance are distinguished. There has been stories of those born with titanium souls, rare but likely. To be born strong must have been a journey through hell before given life. It is possible to mold one's soul from any of the elements as it is done through alchemy. Transforming one's soul takes trial and failure, but eventually one shall be able to transmute one's own heart into solid gold, soul into heart of gold. Sometimes one must fall in order to give rise to others. One may do it for a noble and sacrificial cause. If so, then their fall was never in vain to begin with. The world can be so fun and so boring at the same time. It's honestly how we humans are. We can shift our emotions just by 1 second and become what we feel. In the early morning hours, when the sky is clear and the sun shines on all, that is a pure reflection of our internal world. Respect yourself, for if one respects oneself, all will respect him. Act like a fool, but show that you are wise. Act like you are weak, but show that you are strong. Show that you are a student, but is willing to become a master. Balance is how the universe functions. One cannot know the moon without seeing the sun. One cannot know bad without acting good. One cannot know darkness without seeing the light. Black and white, cold and hot, sitting and standing, silence and speaking. They are not at odds with each other. They complement each other. Solitude is the only place where true freedom is expressed. True expression of the soul. True expression of the mind. True expression of the self. Flies exist in this world for the sole purpose to explore. They have weeks to live, and they take their given time to explore the world they were placed in. We humans should be like flies, not to huddle around garbage, but to fly to places not yet explored and take in the scenery before we fly off to the next unexplored place. We all live in our own bubbles, bubbles being a reflection of what is external to our bubble. Our bubbles are internal. They house our thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and perspective at how we view the world around us. Our bubbles can pop if we are challenged and questioned, but that is a blessing in disguise. One can finally see the external world with fresh new eyes and reform their internal bubble with a fresh new perspective. The external world is all internal bubbles merged together. We are all reflections of each other. Seneca greatly said, "It is the rough road that leads to great heights." Taking in the pain of the whole world and bearing it on our shoulders, that is even a feat even Atlas cannot attain. One must be greater than Atlas, not just to hold the heavens, but the pain of hell as well. The winds of winter are brutal. They can become still in an instant, almost like death, and in 1 second, they cause the branches on trees to dance violently, almost to the point of separation from the tree. But they sing and whisper in our ears, telling us stories of their journey. They guide us when we are lost. Necessary evil is necessary for a reason, but there is also unnecessary good. Where the border ends and begins is a difficult and long answer. Times are meant to be dark, but hold steadfast and trust that times will soon become light. The sun always rises at dawn and sets at dusk. It is a natural order of things. There is always a moment of strife. When times are indifferent or cruel, Zeus will send down a bolt of lightning to indicate that he is present and listening. The moment of light among the dark clouds is a sign of the soul being resurrected into a new being. It's when the body becomes a sensation of life. The body undergoes a process of ignition, not of fire, but of lightning.